Right, welcome back to Famiy Farm, based on Riverview version 2 by Cavalier Roy. Now, I've been having serious thinks about how I'm going to make money on this. Don't think sheep are going to, and I think the only way is we're going to have a complete rethink of the whole farm. That's so you won't see it because we got one more to make after this. But I'm going to get rid of most of the equipment. I'm going to sell off the sheep's stuff. I'm not going to do sheep. I am going to do horses, and horses only. I will need 4 fields. Oh, and chickens, of course. Keep the chickens. I want 4 fields. Now I'm thinking of what I can keep. I think this barn here will go. That tractor will go. We'll just keep the JCB. We're only going to want 1 tractor. We must probably keep everything in here, I think, except for the weeder. I think that will go. Well, the reason being that the bank head office had a look at the deal. That's what's been struck with the bank management decided they couldn't afford it, or the business as well as they. That was too big a risk, so they have said no, it ain't going to go ahead. So we haven't got that money coming in. Tough and all that. Well, these will go once this harvest is done. I'll get this harvest out of the way, and they're going. I'll probably keep. I'll keep the backpack, but get rid of the front tank. I'm trying to cut everything down to a minimum. I will most probably keep those 2 sheds there, but get rid of this one. Everything will stay in here except for this plough. We'll just keep the culti plough. Just that one, just for when we need to plough or cultivate. That will be it. Over here, well, I think the line will go. That's all costing us money. I'm going to keep the workshop because I have to change the wheels quite often on the JCB. The trailer will stay. And I will do that between this and the last episode, I think. Do most of this. Alright, this lot is going. I'm not going to do sheep. It's just not going to be viable using seasons and trying to get money out of animals. It's just not possible. Not possible seasons on Riverview to get money out of anything. Now keep 4 fields. Now we'll have a look at the fields we've got. Right, we keep that one, that one, that one. We could turn this into 1 field, so we keep those and that. We have 1 wheat, 1 oats, 1 fallow, and the grass will stay the same all the time. And we could actually take some grass off some of the other bits and pieces. Now, what else we got here? All right. Yeah, that's so 7, 8. 4 and 6 will go. 4 and 6 will definitely go. Once they're harvested, they are going straight away. Let's have a look, see what we've got here. They're nowhere near ready yet. And we'll have a quick look at the rotation on that. Which one was rotation? Oh, on the wrong bit. I don't want this. I want. Oh, this. Get the right one in a moment. That's the rotation. Well, I'm going to do it from. I'll do it on this one so I don't mess too much up. Right. So we've got wheat. We do wheat followed by fallow, followed by oat, followed by possibly grass. See what it does. I think grass is in here. Here we are, grass. Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, we'll do a 4 field rotation. In fact, we'd be better off starting off fallow. Fallow in this case will mean grass 2 years running. We're going to call it fallow for now. It will mean oat is going to be bad, so what we will do is change. No, we can't change that. I was going to change that to grass here, but that's going to be our rotation. It won't actually be a fallow, but there will be continuous rounding around. If we put in wheat in here, we see what it does. Yeah, no hair. Yeah, that will do. I think that will be the one we go with. So we have to get back to what we were doing there. So we'll have these and this. Now this has got a small field, so I think actually I'll leave that alone. We'll go with 8, 9, 10, 11. Just those 4. I think we can win. Well, I say we can win. We might do quite well on those. Weeding. Well, weed we're going to leave alone. Once I run out of herbicide, I'm not going to bother weed. I will fertilise fully because I think I have to. And when we need the lime, we'll have to buy lime in. I'm not going to keep that big tank there. And I wonder, does it tell me anywhere here? No, it's this one. How much that all costs for new vehicles, sold vehicles. Vehicle running costs, well, we should about cut that down a bit. Leasing costs. I'm not certain what we got leased. Must have some leased somewhere. Property maintenance, well, we're going to cut that down. Harvest income, well, that won't be much, be even less than we got there because we have less coming in. Loan interest is that. The livery stables are bringing in almost £1,000 a day, and it will get better, a lot better, as we get more horses in. We can run 8 horses, I reckon. It will take us just over the morning to do. Yeah, but a lot of riding, and I will have to be doing all that manually because I'm not using the I say the cheat. Well, it ain't really a cheat, but I'm not going to use that because I'm meant to be run this all on my own, and the rest of the day we'll be doing everything else. Chickens we're keeping because that brings in a small amount of income. Not a lot, but that brings some in. At a small cost, we'll have to work out how much oats we'll need for the year, how much hay, how much straw. Well, hay and straw we can just fill the barn up and top it up as and when it's necessary. Well, that's my plan anyway. And at the moment we have got an overdraft of 120, which we're going to have to pay back. Although we can keep that for now because that was already agreed. That's not really part of this. So let's get on and do some work. We need some stuff into the horses and the chickens, but we'll leave that until a bit later. We'll go for another little ride round and have a look and see what the crops look like. But we can actually grass all this then, and it'll give us more hay. Although I don't think we're going to be that bad off on hay, to be honest. Alright, let's take... Come on, you. That's it, we got you. Duke. I'm just walking back. I'm not going out through the gates. It's more fun to find that other one doesn't get in the way. More fun to do that. We're not going to gallop everywhere. We will have to run up most of them around this area here. And my other idea is to keep 8 horses but to have 2 stables. So we take them from one stable, once they've been exercised for the day, put them into the other one. You ain't going to see how this works, of course, because this has one more episode left. But it is a case of bringing the costs right down. At the moment, our costs are too high. It's an interesting problem running Riverview version 2 with seasons installed. It's a very interesting problem indeed. As you know, I haven't put into I haven't actually snow masked any roads. No roads are snow masked. All that's they should be, because they're all dirt roads. They are going to get very bad. Now, field beans look okay. It'll be the one and only time we grow them. One and only time we grow ripe, because I want crops I've got 2 usable things from. Well, grass, of course, it's grass or hay, but we won't be using grass at all. So it'll all be hay for that. And we only get 2 cuts of grass out a year. As far as I can work it out. Although if we do 2 grass in a row, as we could well do, we will get 5 out every 2 years. This one's going to have a long run, because I'm going through all the fields with Duke. Yeah, we'll keep this field and all, so we will need to plough, you see, the culti plough, because we're going to have to plough the grass in after 2 years. So we won't be having fallow time as such, but we will have grass time. Grass won't be fertilised, I decided. I'm not going to fertilise grass. I'm going to leave weeds well alone. Yeah, these look alright. They're growing quite nicely. Seeing some weed in the centre there. The reason for leaving weeds there is, if this was vanilla, you'd certainly have to deal with the weeds, but as it's seasons and they've got a sensible amount of weeds, and I'm going to leave those well alone. We could actually sell 6 off now. In fact, as that's my plan, why not do it? Because we're not going to be using that. We just hold it. We just go in here to lands, 6, sell. Yes, we do. Because there's nothing there we could harvest. These all got harvestable crops in. I know someone's going to say, well, you could make even more. Oh, 1 minute. We can actually pay off some of this overdraft now. In fact, I think we can pay it all off. Yes. Right, we've got no overdraft. So no loan repayments. So that's no longer ours. I can't go on that anymore. And as soon as we harvest 8, not 8, it's 4, sorry. As soon as we harvest 4, that will go. 7 will go as soon as we harvest that, and we'll just keep the other, well, be 5, that'll be, no, 4, yes, 8, 9, 10, 11. That'd be our fields. The sheep pen, I could actually get rid of that when I go back into the farm, because we're not going to use that. And we will lease a combine when we want it, as I'm going to plant 2 combinable fields. I'm going to plant those at the same, hopefully in the same day or the same time period, so they'll both be ready at the same time, and we can rent or lease a combine for a day and get the 2 done. It means too I could actually, you must probably get a very good combine if I wish to. Let's have a look at this one. No, doesn't look like any weeds have gone to flower yet. I'm not going to bother to dose any of these now. I'm going to leave well alone. Yeah, that looks alright. And if you can hear something in the background, it's Jade, who has quite a bit of Siamese in her and sounds like it now. Siamese cat, that is, before you get wonder what the hell I'm babbling about. Mind you, you must probably all go up trying to decide what I'm babbling about. I got still a bit croaky at the moment. went out on a demo on Friday, a climate change demo, and done quite a bit of chanting. Managed to make a video yesterday, it was okay, but my voice is beginning to suffer again today. Yeah, me Hobson's. Let's just gallop for a bit. So I can't go over that ground because that is no longer ours. Now we just kicked the JCB because that's a jack of all trades. Now when I first saw that on 19 and saw what you could do with it, I thought that will be the perfect one to do, like I did with 17 with the challenge series. That'd be the perfect tractor for that. It's got plenty of power, or enough power for what we need, and it can do everything. And I'm slowing down your notes on the corners because I don't want to run out to see. Now I'm going to gallop over here. I'm going to just have a quick look at these weeds. We'll slow down when we reach them. Oh, those ones have been dosed, but it looks like they're dead. You know, we might as well come back this way. Oh, these ones are out in flower. I do like to see a few weeds in the field. Okay, I'm probably an exception, but I like to see a few. That brightens the field up a bit, I find. Although, because giants did overdo it. I think if you got weeds like that, you'd give up completely. Alright, that's my next plan to try and make money on this particular map. Now, Roy has got an updated version out which is slightly easier finances, but I don't want to play that. I want to try and do it with this. I think it's possible. It's just a case of picking the right way. Now, can we get over this gate here? Oh yes, look at that. Alright, let's get off. It should be nicely done now with it. I wish it wouldn't run off as soon as you climb off. Stand still, you beggar. Huh. Can't hear the brush going. Ah. Got to be pointing exactly the right place. Alright, let's see whether we got that now. That was Duke, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, look at that, 162%. And he's clean. Right, shall we have a look at we'll have a look at the grey next. Now we'll take the grey and have a look at the grass field. Oh, come on. Oh, yes. I have to walk it backwards to get it out of there. This proposal, well, I am packing because this would be a rather boring series now, because it consists of mainly doing this, riding around and just generally chatting. Now, I think when we go up to the sheep farm, where we will sell the sheep farm off. I'm determined to do that now. We do this one, then if we've got time, we'll just drive some of the equipment down to the shop. The only thing I would have to keep the combine until after the harvest. Although we could now afford to actually sell it. Right, let's go here at the garage and get rid of the sheep meadow now. Sheep pasture, sell, yes. That's gone. And I am also now going to get rid of Nitric silo. We don't want to get rid of that. That's the lime station. I'm going to get rid of that because I don't want that as well on here. Anything else we can get rid of? Farmers, we've got to keep. Gates we can keep. Yeah, doggos are staying. We've got to keep the dog. Chickens are staying. I think that's about it at the moment for what we can get rid of. Hey presto, all gone. We will plow all this up and we'll make this into another meadow, I think. Which may mean we have to get rid of this tree here. We've now got 166,000. Now that will keep us going at the present rate of loss for quite a while. I know a couple of 3 years before things get desperate. I'm keeping the gates up. I will try and do something about that other gate and filling in that gap, but again, I'm afraid you won't see it. I have decided that the way I'm not enjoying YouTube now, I'm not enjoying the process of trying to see if I can make videos and keep all their rules, and it's getting harder and harder. And I'm not someone who, with the exception of the speeding law, of someone who naturally breaks laws. Yeah, there's some weed in there, but I'm gonna leave weed alone. I don't think it's going to take up too much. But we'll find out anyway. If it does, I shall have to we keep the sprayer anyway, just a backpack and get rid of the front. I want to see how far we've gone so far. Whisper done half of what it should do at the moment. Alright, round that jolly old corner. We'll go down to the main road, I think, this time. I'll go down the river anyway again. See, the fitter we get the horses, the better we get paid. And I'm hoping that I can get to the point, and I think with 8, we should be able to. We're making a small amount of money each day. And this is regular income every day, of course. And once we get one 100% fit, we will probably send that back and get another one. But if we get a whole load of 100% fit at the same time, they will go one at a time, sort of a couple of days interval between them. Just so I don't have all fresh horses again. And yeah, you have to let me know what you think about this plan, but I've been working it out in my head, and I'm certainly not going to make money on almost any animal. Cattle I might just, but so much investment in getting cattle up and running. Sheep I won't. I think it's only been one period where you can get lambs off, and once you've sold off all the lambs, that's your money. Then if you're doing like I was thinking about doing Suffolks, you get wool, but that's only one period again. But horses I haven't done much with on 19, so this is a good opportunity. Of any, let's just have a quick look. Whisper is now 92, or we can turn around now. And go back. Well, a little bit of gallop. Luckily these roads are quiet here. I like playing farming in slightly different ways. I don't like logging. I make no pretense on that at all. Animals are what I like. I like cattle and I like sheep. But pigs I have never been that keen on. That too much like hard work. You have to grow so much to keep them fed. But by what I'm thinking about here, I think we can make it pie. As you're seeing, coming up to half an hour, we're exercised 2 horses already. So I say we do 8. I think we're getting more done in the morning, and in the afternoon we can do other work on the farm. The only time they may not get done is come harvest, because that will be a case of we're leasing the equipment, having to get that back to the shop double quick. Alright, there we go. Alright. Geronimo. And we're back. Where's it gone this time? Oh, it's run. Oh. I was all right until it decided to turn around. Let's see if we got it. Yep. There's no 70%, 90%. Right, we'll take out Jimbo was the only other one to do, and I'll take that out. That was this one. Now let's go for a proper fence. I think we actually hit that one. That would have hurt. It's a good job you can't break the legs or anything, else could be in a little bit of trouble. I'll keep the petrol Bowser here, or diesel Bowser here, because we will need fuel. And that'll just be a case of when that empties out, taking it in onto the island to refill it. I think I could. Well, I know I could have made money quite easy. No, reasonably easy. Not a lot, but I could have made money reasonably easy until seasons and seasons. Well, what Roy did to the map has really made it interesting. When we get to the twisty bits, I have to slow down. My steering is not that good on these beasts. I will need to take a picture soon. So what I'm going to do is take that lot down, and as soon as we can, we will. As soon as we can, we will get a screenshot. That will do. Right, well, I think it's just on time. Take it to the end here, see how far we got. See if we can get this one exercised in just over half hour. And then next week will be the last one, in which hopefully my plans will be going into full work. Let's have a look. It's only 48. Whoa. Must be around 50 now, so what we got up here? This must be the wood yard up here. Whoa, whoa, slow down. You see, I can't corner it when I'm galloping. Alright, we turn around here. I'm not going to go into the wood yard. That's interesting. We're nowhere near that. take her home. No, take him home. I haven't actually looked to see whether he's got anything dangling. At the time of making this one, I've got one blickling to make, but I've got it set up ready to go. I've got one motorsport managed to do, and then there'll be one more of these to do, and plus the one to go out on the 18th, my final day. I haven't started that yet. I'm still in the planning stage in my head. Mind, I don't know what I'm about to plan. I never stick to whatever I planned. Well, this isn't going to be so much fun during the winter, of course. Have to ride out every day, 8 times. But if it does work and we can make money on it, just we need to be able to cover the costs plus a small amount, and the main amounts will come in on the excess wheat and or barley we grow, and oats. So it could be wheat or barley we decide to grow. It depends which. Looks like it's going to get more money for the finished product, for the actual grind. Anyway, we're coming home now, so I think it's thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber, don't bother. As I keep saying, I'm soon packing up. I'm retiring from YouTube. I think YouTube's had enough of me, and I had enough of YouTube. I like the company here, but I don't like YouTube anymore. I think that's put my position in a nutshell. And the more I think about it, the more I'm disliking the rather large corporate entity that YouTube has become. It's no longer for the small person. It's for the large companies and the larger makers. And I'm not of it. Right, any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, feel free to post them. I will keep the fiddles up as long as I'm able, but I understand there may be something I have to sign to say I agree with what YouTube's doing. If I don't agree with it, I'm not signing it. And if I don't sign it, the fiddles could be taken straight down. I am looking the wrong one. I'm not that worried anymore. I would love to keep them up, but if I can't, I can't. Yeah, we've done the full riding on all of them. So let's have a look and see what I want to sell off. And with that, it's me saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.